Hello, buddy. President Bear here. Bears only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
It's not vegan.
We want meat at Mardi Gras. So I'm gonna go eat.
Be sure to subscribe and eat plants.
You didn't hear the girl,
Eat plants.
but you heard the girl. You cannot have Mardi Gras without a crayfish boil. These boils worry me due to like how they're cooking. We had a lot of problems with the boilers this morning. And like this sack, it's like a Santa sack. You'd hurt somebody with this thing. You start swinging it too hard. But no fork. We're just gonna go ahead and dive in, bear style. We know why you guys really come here. Everybody comes for the crayfish. The princess doesn't come for the crayfish, but I come for the crayfish. Go ahead and wiggle that tail out here. Pull out all that meat, take off the head. There we go. There's the meat that you want. All eviscerated from the body. Empty shell. Let the juices of the meat out. There's still some meat in the tail. If you really want to get all up in here, you can. It's going to be a little bit messy. You might want to save the crayfish boils for when you're not going to be doing anything for a little bit. It's well cooked, so it's not like overcooked or rubbery. It's not undercooked, but it's not packed with seasoning as I expect the crayfish boil. And I understand I'm coming to Universal. You're making stuff to stand for like a variety of palates. But when you get a crayfish boil, and I'm sure that our Gulf people would agree that you have to punch in your boils, and this is not a punch. It's more like an open hand, soft slap to the inside of the cheek. It's got potential, but it definitely needs some work. The corn, with all the seasoning, is doing it. But it's just the one side. It's very uneven. For the Creole and Cajun community, on your behalf, you're at a 2.5 out of 5 plus. Barely average. I mean, barely average. The Mofongo trio, a little sampler plate of all the things, a variety of things. First up, we have this chicken thighs with mayo ketchup, deep fried. I wasn't expecting deep fried, I should have, but either way, I do like some thick thighs. Take that as you will. And no, we're not talking about women. Thick breading, like KFC thick. Nice crunch, herby, and the mayo ketchup actually helps more than I thought it would. It's actually quite pleasant. Look at that, 3 out of 5 flaws. Juicy, but not greasy. Then a little Puerto Rican flag here. We have mashed plantains. With like herbs and a bunch of other stuff. Never gonna say no to plantains. It does look a little bit dry though, so I'm a little worried about that. Making a mess. Very dry, which sort of hurts a bit. It loses the plantain flavor because it's so dry.
You love plantains.
I do. It's just really dry, almost powdery dry. But it's not my jam. Give that a 2 out of 5 plus. That's sad. I thought it'd be my favorite. Last, we have the shrimp Rios. You have the nice grilled shrimp with some more mash. Just dive in here. Look at that. Slice on the fork. Sport. Ooh. A nice crunch. The shrimp's not too ishy. It's got a nice like citrus herb flavor to it. That one I like. Giving that a 4 to 5 claws. The shrimp is my favorite, followed by the chicken thigh. Plantains at the bottom. But if you're looking for a try some of everything, this is the thing for you. I made the overall plate 3 out of 5 claws. Those plantains really bring down the whole dish. Then we have a little Linguiça sausage skewer. This grilled sausage, this little puff here. The little Brazilian flag. The flags don't mean anything, but I like the little touch. I want a flag with all my meals. Epcot, you have countries and we don't get flags. But Universal give me one. A little cheesy poof. Oh, that's good. You take a bite of sausage with it. Oh my god. It's like the right amount of grilled and juicy. It's different than like putting like a sausage on a skillet where it gets all greasy. It's just nice and smoky. Literally take a bite of the puff, bite of the sausage. That is heaven. What's 4 to 5 claws? Some people will get the steak. The beef, I say get this. Cannot miss. Solid experience, 4 out of 5 claws. It's not perfect, but I'd definitely say don't skip it. We have the Rød Pølse, this red link with pickled cucumbers, fried onions, on like a buttered roll. I'm wondering if this tastes like the red link that I had as a child living at my grandmother's house in Atlanta. Probably not, but I have high hopes for this one. When has Denmark ever led me wrong? Not that I've ever been in Denmark or eaten Danish food a lot. Danish?
You have.
Right? Either way. That's a lot of dill. Whole lot of dill. They can probably go a little bit easier on the dill. This was way too much. There's a link in the fried onions. They're actually pretty good. The nice toasty like buttered roll. It's a nice bite. If they just want a little bit easier on the dill, this is pretty good. As is, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 claws. But I would have another one of these in a heartbeat. And I hate hot dogs. The red links, I'm on board for. Here we have Revenge of the Liège waffle. Epcot tried this with me a couple times, and I got a hard, mouth-cutting, disgusting waffle that I had to wait in a Starbucks line for. This, fresh from booth, fresh waffle with the toppings, graham cracker, chocolate sauce. That is a waffle work of art, and I'm not even a waffle person. Already, I'm more excited than this than any waffle I've ever had at a theme park. Let's hope it's good. I don't think I'm going to be able to flip this, but we're going to see how much of a mess I can make with this. We're gonna lift it up like a convertible top. Not gonna lie, this is kind of a jam. I expected to absolutely hate this thing, but it is absolutely delicious. It's messy. I don't want to pick it up, but you have like the marshmallow right on top of the waffle, and this is waffle candy. I've always been more of a pancake person. Waffles are more like, I want to up the difficulty on my breakfast. This actually makes a case for pancakes or waffles, because the waffles hold in all the goodness and also the squares. This is actually my jam. 4.5 out of 5 claws. It was a little less messy, it'd be a 5, but this is absolutely delicious. Delicious with a K. The return of the jambalaya. It wouldn't be Mardi Gras Universal if you didn't have jambalaya. Crawfish jambalaya, like that. Perched up on his little throne. Little shrimps, beds of sausage. Just wanted to say hello. The princess looks disgusted. Mission accomplished. Go ahead and just pull this meat out of here now. I want to do the work later. Right out the tail. Ready to come out? Nope, I failed.
It's so gross.
Well, don't make pinchies taste so good and it wouldn't be so gross. Here. So, have a nice helping of the rice on this nice festive plate. I hope this is recyclable, given how nice this is compared to like the paper plates you normally get. We're going to get a little of the crawfish, get a little shrimp. In there. Now, they were out of hot sauce, and apparently they're out of hot sauce park-wide right now. But we need spicy all the time. So, we get a nice bunch of flavor, evenly seasoned. Crawfish and shrimp are cooked well. It is jambalaya. Now, is it like homemade, your grandma's recipe jambalaya? No. Or for a lot of people's like once and almost never or first time eating jambalaya, you could do a lot worse. This is a little heat in the back of the throat, creeping up. It's like a 1 out of 10. It's got a little spice in it. Maybe like a 3 or 4 for somebody else. But I'm gonna give this 3.5 out of 5 claws. This is much better than I expected it was gonna be. Cheers to Mardi Gras. It is said there are few things in life more Canadian than poutine, except for maybe Ryan Reynolds. We don't claim Drake anymore. Or they don't claim Drake anymore. Who wants to claim Drake anymore? Either way, look at that. There's cheese curds and nice delicious short rib in here. I like that they're using like thicker cut fries, not shoestring fries like some other theme park places that shall remain nameless. Just go ahead and dig in here. Try to get us a cheesy curd. Get some of that. Give me some of that. Okay. The short rib is absolutely delicious. Pairs excellent with the gravy without being overwhelmed by it. The flavor of that. The cheese curds are like small but still substantial. A nice thick fry. It's a nice small portion of poutine. This 4.5 out of 5 claws. They're hitting all the basics. They're doing it excellent. I was gonna know the Canadians well. I'm impressed. I feel like all the food at any festival, be it Universal or Disney, it comes from a country that is professional level when it comes to the spices. It's always a hot stew. Look, it's always a hot stew.
That's true.
It's a little cool after that, so I can do with this, but the Pav Bhaji looks great. The fact that they serve it with Hawaiian rolls makes you feel some kind of way. But I said, and I promised that I would try more food for the vegetarian members of our community, so here I am. Nice vegetarian Indian food. Okay. I see what they're going for here. It's a nice, like savory flavor. The hint of cinnamon, you got the garam masala in there, and the sweetness of the Hawaiian roll. That is amazing. That's a 5 out of 5 claws. That's on the Bear Necessities list. That's the first item I've given this festival a 5 out of 5 claws for food. If you come here on a day and it's a little still chilly, or you get it at night and you're a little hungry, that's a nice little portion. You get this, you're gonna be full and warm. They connected to the ancestors on this one. Good. really feel like Universal's social media team, it's rather good. They're not the funniest social media team out there. They're no Arby's. They're not Wendy's. But they get some jabs in. I feel like they heard all the jokes about the portion sizes at Disney festivals, and they're like, okay, hold our like 3 domestic beers. So we eat this huge piece of chicken schnitzel. It's not pounded as flat as I expect most schnitzels, but it's still decently malleted. A little chunk, took a little crisp to it. Doesn't feel soggy. Let's see if it's greasy. Okay, yeah. This is very similar to the schnitzel we've had at Beer Garden and Epcot. Nice and breaded, very thin little chicken cutlet. Let's see how it tastes. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I had my doubts. It was actually cooked perfectly. The right amount of juicy. It's not really the grease to let it rest. They didn't dry out the inside by overcooking it, and the breading is still nice and crisp. That is quite delicious. If you're a chicken tenders man or woman or non-binary pal, you should try the chicken schnitzel. It's basically German chicken fingers but thinner. I think it's quite good. 3 out of 5 claws. I regret my doubt. I regret it. So we have the Käsespätzle that comes with the chicken schnitzel. It's basically just shredded potato in a beer cheese sauce. Think of it like potato mac and cheese, but without the pasta. It's very cheesy, so I'm taking one bite of this only. I can usually handle beer cheese, but I don't usually push my luck this early in the festival. So. Oh yeah. That's good. Honestly, they should sell this separately. Just to the vegetarians. They'd be all over that. Perfectly cheesy. I'm taking like 2 or 3 cheeses in there. With that beer cheese, with the schnitzel, that's a winning pair. This is like light lunch. But I get this after Gringotts. Giving it 3 out of 5 claws. I'm gonna give the whole plate 3.5. It's worth the cost of admission. To the stand, not to the park. Here we have the Nikuman Bun Sampler, which are not labeled, but very colorful sampler. These steamy stuffed buns. One of these is pork, one of these is teriyaki chicken, and one of these is a sweet coconut matcha custard. I have no idea what's which. We're gonna find out together. I'm gonna start with the red one. I'm guessing that this one is the matcha custard. I have no basis for my guess, but being the most colorful, I'm just going to think this is the matcha one. It's probably the black one, honestly, but I'm going to go with the red one. It's a nice little bun. Got a little weight to it. Nope, that's the pork. Nice, super savory pork. Living in the Pacific Islands for a very long time. I love stuffed buns. They love them. It's like one of my favorite lunchtime snacks. This brings out memories, Ratatouille style. 4.5 out of 5 claws. Look at this middle bun. I'm guessing this one's probably the chicken, because it's the most plain and boring looking. But it's chicken teriyaki. Nope. This is a mustard custard. This is a custard. I'm used to so many of my buns, especially my favorites as a child, being savory. It's very sweet. Not in a bad way. You definitely taste the matcha, but it's like a sweet matcha. Inside of a sweet bun, it's dessert. This one really should be last, but it's pretty good. Maybe 4 to 5 claws. If you hate coconut though, you will despise it. because inside that custard are huge flakes of coconut. So all I'm tasting in the back of my mouth now is coconut flakes, like an Almond Joy without the nuts. So Mounds, yes, Almond Joys has nuts and Mounds don't. That's this one. Keeping the 4 out of 5 flaws. This dark, beautiful beast here for Black History Month. This is our chicken teriyaki. Okay. It's a more savory teriyaki, not like a super sweet. Using chunks of chicken. I still think that the pork is my favorite. I'm giving this one a 4 out of 5 claws. Whole plate, giving them a solid 4. You never had a steamed one before? This is your time to try it. It's beautiful bite size and it'll make a nice lunch snack with a little bit of sake. Wash it down. Bear proofs. I have a lot of running jokes in this channel. Some of the jokes go on far too long to where even I lose the meaning. And most recently, I did throw a lot of shade at Disney, throwing shade at Looney Tunes with the Duck and Dumpling in America as part of the Festival of the Arts. Parts, if you will. Now, we come to Universal, and they have the Trinidad and Tobago stand that has crab and dumplings. So whereas I thought the Duck and Dumpling was Bugs and Donald, or Bugs and Daffy on a plate, this feels more like Sebastian on a plate. Just crab and dumpling. It's a thick dumpling. Got some carrots in here. There's supposed to be bits of crab in here, soft shell crab. I think, yeah, there it goes. Pieces of it, all deep in there. And then you got a little bread with it. Just gonna load up this bread here. And for those of you that don't like seafood and pinchies and soft shell crab, you might want to avert your eyes. That's a big one. The bread will not hold him. But that is a whole crab right there. Look at that.
Ew.
It's like something out of Aliens. I love it.
Oh God, you're gonna eat that?
I love it.
Ew, stop playing with it. It's nasty.
I'm having way too much fun with this.
Stop.
It's sad.
Don't play with your food.
Aragog, is that you?
Stop it.
They're not kidding. His shell was indeed soft. Small crunch at the end. For those of you still watching, I'm a little sorry for that. It was still funny, but I feel kind of bad. At least the flavor's not bad. I wish, even though usually when they sell you like a soft shell crab, they're either really small whole and they serve them whole, or they be fried or otherwise. It's a lot on a spoon. I wish they'd sort of cut it up a little bit. And honestly, we didn't need the legs. It's okay though. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 claws. Good flavors, good spices. Like front of the mouth spice, good. 3 out of 10 on the spice scale. But if you have a problem with textures or seeing the bodies of live animals in your food, like you don't like fishes with faces and the rest of that, you might want to skip this. For everybody else that loves seafood, you should try it. Here we have the Taste of the Mediterranean grilled octopus with rice and like a tomato sauce on top. You know me, I love octopus. If you don't know and you haven't been here in a while, I love octopus. We've had a lot of good octopus on this channel, as in me and the community. It's got a nice char to it. It's a bit oily, more than I'm used to octopus, but we're going to cut off a little piece on the better looking section and give it a shot by itself first. Got a nice char, nice color to it. Tell you what, seasoned. quite good. Nice flavor, goes down well. It's not rubbery. That's all, it's not bad. Give it 3 out of 5 plus. Let's try it all in. With the octopus. Load up some of the rice. Oh, we'll keep the dill. That's forkful. I'm definitely getting the Mediterranean flavors.
Yeah, not me either. They knew better.
It feels of that region. The rice is good. The tomato is the sauce on this rolled seasoned, pepper, some other things. The acidity sort of helps with sort of any ocean flavors like left in the octopus, so it's a nice balance. Overall, I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5 plus. I've had much better octopus. I've also had much worse. For you seafood lovers, or you hardcore seafood lovers, you can probably skip it and not miss anything. Come here to this fountain to wash away my meat-eating sins.
Yeah.
Probably not though. I've eaten a lot of objectively weird things today, and the princess has been gracious as always, suffering through it for mine and your enjoyment. I'm thinking the steamed buns is my favorite thing that I've had this festival. I'm torn between that and probably the Rød Pølse, which is really good. But I want to know, of everything you've seen, what was your favorite? Did I miss your favorite? There are a lot of food items here we didn't get to. So let us know in the comments below. If this video hits 250 likes, we'll come back and do a combined food video again of things that we missed before the festival is over. That's 250 now. If there's anything else you'd like to see us do, of course, the comments is always the only place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and comment. Just comment. Please.
You heard the girl.
I like the new tribute store. It's interesting. I'm excited to see the whole thing.